Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you something I've been working on. This is an open level editor that allows me to create a grid-based level that I can then render in Unreal Engine. The reason this is important for me is that this level editor that I wrote is very flexible in that it will generate a JSON file representing this level with all of the rooms, the layouts, the walls, all the different content, and then I will take this and render it into Unreal Engine just by reading the JSON file. So there's a little bit of code on each side. One, obviously there's the level editor itself, and then on the other side there's some code within Unreal Engine to render it. The idea being that you can take the JSON file and render it in whatever game engine you choose. So if you're using Unity, you could do that. If you're using Unreal like I do, then you could use Unreal. And there's a million other game engines that you could go try this on. So if you're writing tile-based games, or you're having a need to sort of draw things out in this manner, I think it's going to save you a lot of time. I haven't decided to release this product on the public at large yet. If there's enough interest from this video, I will consider wrapping this up and releasing it possibly on Steam. So if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. And also, if you're interested in this product, please drop me a comment below. And the more of those that I get, then I will consider releasing this as a package that you could purchase. And that would be great. That would really be good. Also, in the comments, if you could let me know any specific features you're looking for, that would be a great source of inspiration for me as well. Anyway, so let me show you just the basics real quick. I'm going to create a new map, and then we're going to drag it into Unreal, and I'm going to render it, and I'll show you how everything works. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new map. So we go to File, New, and here you can enter the number of tiles that it's going to create. So the single number you put here, it's going to go across this many tiles across and this many tiles down. Currently, I have it doing it as a square. So in this case, I'm just going to keep the defaults. I'm going to use 30. So I'm going to hit enter on that. Once I've done that, you see it just generates the grid overall. There's a slider up top here that allows you to scale the overall map so that you can see it either all like this or zoom it in closer. So the way this works is, so let's say I want to create a room here. Basically, I drag and pull out a room which selects all of these tiles. And then with these tiles selected, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add a key. So this is very string based. So basically what you say is the doc for this item is going to be to fill the grid. And then I'm going to give it a name. And in this case, I'm just going to call it floor. And if you wanted to, you could call it, the beauty of this is you can really name it whatever you want. So once you name that item, when you select another tile, it says, do you want to update these 30 tiles? I'm going to say yes. And it color codes the tiles that are in there. And then over here, it lists all of the things. So I just generally call things things. It lists all the names. So this way you can see kind of an inventory of all of the items that you have in your level. So now that I have my basic room here, this says that the floors are here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy one of these tiles, and I'm going to drag down a hallway and do paste. And that is just copying all the contents of that tile to here. And let's say here, I'm going to drag out another room. I'm going to go ahead and paste that, right? So now we have this. And I'm just going to do a few more of these so you can get an idea of what, just how easy it is to drag things around. So I'm going to create a room up here, paste this, and then this one we'll do a split hallway. We'll paste that, and this one we'll do some more here. So right now this is like really pretty basic. I'll do just 2 more rooms. And this one I'll just kind of do down here. So now that we have our rooms created, one of the things, so let's go ahead and save this. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'm just going to call this our test level. So I'll just give it a quick name, say test. And we're going to move over to Unreal Engine. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to render this out and bring it to life. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back over to our test area here. You can see that this is actually an example of another level that I created using the Open Level Editor. And instead of rendering this particular level, I'm going to just change the name down here to the level that we just created. So let me just rename this. Okay. So it's test.lvl, which is the name. And when I hit enter on that, you're going to see that everything disappeared. And I'm going to show you why that is. So the way this works is, if you look at our level here, we have these things. We have a cat, the term tile, that's our floor, and we have another thing called the wall. Well, over here in the Unreal side of the house, I have a list of things that are defined for this actor. And if we look at it, this example right here is a floor, but you notice the name of it is called tiled. So instead of tiled, I'm going to name it the same thing that I named it over here, which is tile. Okay. So let me just go back here. I'm going to just change the name of this. Okay. Hit enter, and all of a sudden you see it has all of a sudden drawn our level with the mesh that we decided. So what you're doing is you're sort of laying out sort of the idea of what your level is going to look like, and then using these keywords. Maybe keyword would be better than name, but using these keywords, you can sort of define how that's going to be represented in the 3D world over here. So now let's continue down this. The next thing is the walls. So instead of stone, I'm going to change the keyword or the name of it to wall. I'm going to hit enter. And you can see that all of a sudden it drew in all of the walls that we have here. And it is perfectly laid out. It was not tedious for me to create them, and everything just lines up perfectly, right? Because it's all done programmatically. The main actor here is called a room. Let me show you. So in my blueprint, this room here is essentially it's kind of a complicated blueprint, And I'm not going to go through the entire thing, but needless to say, what it is doing is there's two main things that are going on here. The first thing is I use a C++ piece of code that I wrote. Okay, the C++ code that I wrote, what it's doing is actually reading a JSON file, and you can do that pretty simply within C++. This is kind of the main function here, so you can look through that if you want. There's no special secret sauce in this. It's basically just reading JSON within Unreal Engine. And let me show you what that JSON file looks like. Yep. The JSON file itself looks like this. What it is a list of tiles, a location, and all of the things that are inside that tile. So you have different things like the name, the doc. You can do some nudging and scaling. And that's really about it. So this file gets read into Unreal Engine. The blueprint then takes all of that information and renders it out like you see here. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this interesting. JSON-based levels for me is going to be a big time saver when I am creating a game that I've been working on. So this is going to allow me the option to really rapidly prototype and generate some levels. And this is going to allow me to work much quicker because I am kind of all by my lonesome, right? So if you're an independent developer, you got to find, ways to expedite your path, to success. So this is my way of doing it. And I hope you found this interesting and or inspiring. If you're interested in this type of tool and you'd like to see me release it on Steam, please drop me a note below and let me know what you think. Thanks. Have a great day and a safe day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.